Welcome to Pop Politics and Culture at Respect the Underground iKon Radio. We have Johnny B in the house, and Johnny B just dropped a new mixtape for us.
Yes, sir.
We got new music. Johnny back in action. Took a while to come back. He kind of disappeared off the scene for a little bit. So, tell us about this
Yes.
new music.
Yeah, so my new project, it's actually a compilation of well-known songs from past and present. So it's called Better Late Than Never. I basically named it that, like you said, because I was off the scene for a little bit, and I just wanted to give the people something to reintroduce myself. I have been working a little bit. I did put out two original songs with my duo, Candy Baby. So I actually added that to the mixtape as well. But yeah, I appreciate you for having me. Shout out to Justice and Diamond Studded for having me on this morning. So it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, Johnny B makes some pretty good music. Like that Candy song be busting. Everybody likes that Candy song, and we was on YouTube checking them views. Like them numbers is up. Like
Yeah.
running the numbers up. So better late than never. Like tell us about this project and where it comes from. Like what it means to you.
So like you said, just to give the people a little background info, I really started attempting my music career. I would say around 2012, I got put on with Twansack out of Kansas. So he really just put me on to a lot of game about the industry and how the business works. I then went on to work with Frisco and the Broke Rich Kids. Also learned a lot there. But I was still learning a lot about myself and who I was as a person. Um, and so, I took a little break, couldn't really figure out where I was going. So with this project, this was just me writing about things that I felt, things that I kind of had going on, but also things that I knew that people could relate to. So I sat on it for a while and I was playing with it, letting my friends hear it. And I was working with my manager, Jay Beats, last couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Man, let's just drop this shit like next week." He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "All right, bet." So yeah, this is just introducing the world back to Johnny V. I'm a grown woman now. I've had life experiences, been around the city, know a lot of people around the city, and we get lit. So I just wanted to reintroduce myself. So that's what Better Late Than Never is about.
And how many tracks is on this EP?
So there's actually 6 tracks. So I put 4 mixtape tracks that are remixes, and then I added my 2 joints, Applying Pressure with Candy Baby and also Candy. So it's 6 quick joints. We live in a society of like, short attention spans. So I just want to get my flow out there to some dope beats, get the attention, and let people know who I am that way, while I'm working on my other original music. So that's really the plan, is to just kind of push this, get some shows out there, and then release my EP in a few months from now.
Awesome, awesome. So we have a rollout coming up. So that's important. Like a lot of artists don't understand the importance of having a rollout when it comes to releasing music. It's a whole process to it, right?
Absolutely.
So during this creative process that you were going through putting this body of work together, you said you were in your writer's bag. So tell us about like writing with Johnny B. Like how do you get into your writer's bag?
Um, you know, as an artist, you can have ups and downs. You can have weeks or months where you're just really going hard and it's just coming. And then there's times where you're just really insecure and you're feeling like, hey, I'm not really feeling this. So with me, um, I'm really kind of a spur of the moment writer. It's like if I'm feeling something, it's like my journal. I'm gonna go put something down. It may be a few bars, and then I'll come back to it. But also working with my manager, he has Candy Baby and we sit down and we do exercises. Well, he'll turn on a beat and she has to write something and I have to write something. So there's several ways for me to be creative. I am learning to kind of manage my time and kind of break it down to write. But I would say my best records so far have just been spontaneous. Like, oh, I'm feeling this. Let me go write in my journal, but I'm going to spit something. So it's basically my creative process.
So you dropped off 2 tracks to us today. So we got the Chosen joint and we got the On My Mind joint.
Yes, sir.
So we go play Russian roulette. We go pick a track, play a track, and then I want you to tell us about that track and where you got your inspiration from that track.
Bet. Let's go. Been through some shit, been through whatever. But the issues we ran into only made us better. The dark storm, we did together. But you know I got your back through any type of weather. You was there when there was no one else around. You never left my side, that's why I always hold you down. Invest in all your fantasies, invest in all your dreams. Don't you settle for no less, cause baby girl, you is a queen.
Girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Take you to the islands, baby, take you to the keys. You make it all worth it, girl, you mean so much to me. You help me to find meaning, you help me to be seen. No need to be perfect, cause you know just what I need. There's nothing better than someone to call your own. You came into my life and turned this house into a home. I'll never try to silence you and always take the lead. Let's make this thing forever, baby girl, just you and me.
Girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. So yeah, that track in itself, the original track, just goes crazy. So funny story about this track. I hadn't been to the studio in a while, and my manager was like, "When you gonna come over and record?" And I was like, "I'll come tomorrow." And I had nothing, and I was like, "What am I gonna do?" So I'm actually in the car, like in between lights, like really touching up this track, and when I got there, I finished the second verse, and I was like, this is kind of hard because I hadn't written or recorded in a while, so yeah, I had to come up with something. So that was on the spot, but for me, that track was pretty much just about a little bit about my real life and my shorty now, and also how I envisioned myself of where I'm trying to be as a lover and a partner in life. So, um, you've known me for years, Diamond. Like, I am a big lover, but, I saw room for myself to grow in that song. So that's still something that I'm shooting for. And there was some, life experience in that as well. So, along with that being a banger beat and me being under the fire, that's what I came up with. So, I really like that song. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, that song is smooth, and the fact that you wrote it in traffic, like that's artistry.
Don't try this at home, y'all.
Yeah, I wrote it in traffic in between lights. That means she doesn't fold under pressure.
Yeah.
And stay dangerous. I like that shirt. Where did you get it from?
This is actually my homie shirt, Lace. We gonna shout her out. Stay dangerous. Mind on Billy's. Um, I'll get y'all her Instagram. Y'all got but yeah, this is actually one of my homie shirts, so I wanted to represent for her. I'll make sure I get y'all her Instagram as well.
Yeah, stay dangerous because we dangerous around these parts. So it's been a lot going on in women's sports lately. Between LSU and the girls from Iowa. And Angel said that, she not going to the White House. I'm going to the Obamas. And now she's going to the White House. So what's your take on that?
I mean, the whole White House situation, I feel like I've played sports my whole life. Um, Runner-ups don't go to the White House. So I'm not going to speculate about why that might have been. But I completely disagree. If that's something that the First Lady actually presented as an idea, um, if I won something and I played all the way through college basketball, that would be a total slap in the face for me. Two is not two is not a winner. Three, nobody remembers, right? So LSU won. But I wouldn't mind going with the Obamas either. So, I think it's been great for women's sports though, because, my mother's here with me today, Miss Vinay. And she always, we played sports. My brother's a pro basketball player. I played basketball through high school and college. Both of my parents were athletes. So we always, we had season tickets to the WNBA early in life. I played basketball. So there's been a lot of hard talk on women's basketball. Um, So I'm glad that it's finally getting the publicity that it needs to get. I just feel like it needs to be turned around, and focused on the skills of these young ladies and not, race, class, all of that.
Yeah, because like I was looking at it like trash talk is trash talk. Like they was trash talking to each other, and I don't know any athletes that don't talk trash to each other. Like you see in men's sports, they talk trash to each other all the time.
Absolutely.
And it's never viewed as a difference in their race because the white ones talk trash to the black ones talk trash to the white ones.
Absolutely.
And that's just what they do, and people love it, and they cheer it on, and they're super fans for it. But these two women were doing basic banter in the game, which you would expect two competitive people that's trying to win this big trophy.
Man,
they're gonna have some stuff to say.
That's one of the biggest stages that these young ladies have worked their whole lives to get to. I was just talking to one of my old college buddies, and I posted something about it the other day. And we used to chant "kill" before our games, like "kill, kill, kill, kill," and just make it continue to go up, and then just scream "kill" until the game started. And I'm just like, we were the worst. Our poor coach, but it made it fun. It gave us, competitiveness. The crowd loves it. So it's like, for this to be a trending topic now is just like,
I think people are
where have you guys been?
Something to be offended about, like
yes.
You can't not have anything to argue about because we're in a generation where they want to make everything about like race and class and gender and so on and so forth. But in my opinion, this was just two athletes doing what athletes do. At the end of the day, neither one of them directly disrespected each other.
They both have respect for each other as players. They're both great players. So, like I said, I'm glad that.
Be good too, because now they go really be going for each other. So I'm interested to see the tournament.
Yeah. But yeah, completely disagree. The loser does not go to the White House, so we can just settle that there.
The loser does not go to the White House.
No.
And Jill Biden, you are out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket, Jill.
Johnnie V, not approved.
Nobody approved. Jill, you out of pocket.
I do not approve that message.
Because Jill definitely didn't invite the loser to the San Diego State and Connecticut game to the White House.
She did not.
She did not invite, San Diego State did not get an invitation to the White House.
Does the First Lady invite people? Whose role is that?
What is her job?
Yeah, who put her in charge of that? She's supposed to put together, the poetry and, the tea parties.
Keep the Rose Garden together or something.
Do a kids' food menu plan at school. She's not inviting people to the White House for sports. So
she shouldn't be inviting people to the White House for nothing.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other topic of conversation
right.
in itself. But we have another track from you. We got the On My Mind joint. So let's go ahead and get into that.
For facts.
Got a lot of shit up on my mind today. Fuck it, I'm speaking my mind today. Got a lot of shit up on my mind today. Fuck it, I'm speaking my mind today. JB. Bitches be making me sick, cause from the jump they be all on your dick. Now she a victim and planning a dip. She knew my lifestyle right off the rip. She said you good baby, don't even trip. Soon as you wife him, it's nothing but lit. Move how you wondering, now she gon' flip. Told you up front I be on my bullshit, I run the city at PHX. Run on the street, I'm the one up next. I hit the streets and I like to flex. We turning up trying to get these checks. Take care of my mama, give her the best. Cash out on my girl, but she up and left. The life she agreed to was too much stress. She wasn't no different, just like the rest. I don't like niggas, I don't like bitches, I don't like nobody. Might hit the club, might do drugs, I ain't hurt nobody. Still making hits, trying to get rich, trying to be somebody. Shorty switched up, shit fucked up, I don't trust nobody. Got a lot of shit up on my mind today. Fuck it, I'm speaking my mind today. Got a lot of shit up on my mind today. Fuck it, I'm speaking my mind today. JB, talk that talk. What up, Jay?
These bitches ain't shit, man. Yeah, that's a banger. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these tracks, I would just hear them and they would make me go crazy, the original song. So, with that track, I was going through some tough times in my life. And I was a hot mess. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was in these streets heavy. Like, if y'all don't know me, you're not from Phoenix, because I'm in these streets. So past tense, okay? So
Were in these streets.
exactly, past tense. So yeah, I was going through something in my life, going through it with my girl, and she was like, "Go talk to your mama, go write something," and I was like, "Oh, bet."
Oh wow, I have one of those cycles.
Exactly. So, that's what I came up with. So, again, with my music, what I'm hoping to do with my next project and what I'm feeding off from this, building off of, is just digging deeper because, I can write, throw on a beat, I'm going to come up with something. But what is the substance of it? Because I am a child of an educator. I'm drawing off of a lot of experience, as we talked about. I've played sports, I've been through relationships, I've been in the city, I've been working with this person, working with that person. So my thing is, where can I draw that substance from? Where can I turn these metaphors and bars into something, that, comes from a place where I'm digging deeper. So, yeah, I wanted to share a little bit of my lyricism on this project. And so hopefully on the next project, I can really let everybody more into who I am and the journey that I'm going on, which is elevation. We were just talking about that this morning. Like, what am I going to do to elevate? So yeah, that's my main mission, is to just let my followers and my fans into my life a little bit more. So.
And also, word on the street is you just opened a business.
Yes, absolutely. The Pretty Kitty Club. Shout out, Candy Baby. So yeah, just talking about elevating, opening this business has been a lot of hard work, a lot of tears, sweat, but it feels good. Like I said, I was, just in one of the worst parts of my life. I want to say like 9, 10 months ago. Now I'm in school for substance abuse therapy, trying to really push a sober lifestyle, make sober cool out here for the hip hop community, for our culture. And yeah, business owner. So we are waxing pretty kitties. So that's what we are hoping to help you do, is get your kitty pretty. So we're over in Awatuki, off 48th Street and Chandler Boulevard next to Va Bene. Definitely check us out. We do Brazilian waxes, permanent makeup, tiny tattoos, facials, everything that you need. We're black owned and black operated. So holla at us.
Black owned business, black operated business, and most importantly, it's a black woman's business.
Yes.
Right? Because there's not a lot of black women in business
At all.
that, have sustainable businesses and that's out here employing other black women. So
Yes.
That's something huge to see, especially
Appreciate
in
it.
our small minority community out here. So congratulations to you on the business.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to come up there and get my eyebrows did.
Yeah,
And then give me a facial.
absolutely.
Get my smooth skin on and everything, but tell us where we can find you at. So if we want to listen to some of this great music that we just had the opportunity to hear, where can we find it?
So right now, Better Late Than Never is on SoundCloud. So you can find that under my SoundCloud, Johnnie V. So it's like Johnnie 7. It's funny. At the Hip Hop Awards, he announced me as Johnnie 7. And I'm like, well, at least this nigga know, his Roman numerals. So the reason why I'm Johnnie V is because my beautiful mother here, our middle name is Vinay. So I look at it as I'm Vinay Jr. So I put the V with the little tiny twos, like, to represent that I'm her junior. So it's not Johnnie 7, it's Johnnie, JOHNNIEV double I, Johnnie V. So SoundCloud, you can also find me on all streaming platforms. I have a song with Cherie Joy, great, amazing singer and artist. We've done some work together, and also I am in a duo, as well as a solo artist, but I am in a duo with Candy Baby, so you can find our records on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere. So yeah, holla at me. Check out my music, give feedback. That's one type of artist I am. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's only gonna help me grow. A lot of youngsters in this business don't realize, like, if you can't take criticism, you're not gonna go far. So whether you like it or not, give me your feedback. Give it a listen, and help me and allow me to grow.
Giving feedback doesn't mean you have to be rude, degrading, or derogatory. It's ways that you can say things, and I think as a people, we need to work on how we communicate our messages to each other.
Absolutely.
Because respectfully disagree with each other, and you don't have to tear someone down to disagree with them. So when you're leaving feedback, even on my content on my page, you can disagree with me, you can not like what I have to say, but we can have a conversation like mature adults without disrespecting or degrading each other.
Absolutely.
Let's use our vocabularies.
Right.
And if you don't know how to use your vocabulary, it's this wonderful thing called a dictionary. It's a whole bunch of words in there. Look them up.
Google.
What they mean.
Oh, by the way, one last thing. This shirt actually does come from By Any Means collection. I'm sorry. Like, Lace has so many different ventures. Like, I named one from like 10 years ago. So this is By Any Means collection. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram. She has all types of things. She does printing. She has her own type of clothing line. So definitely support the homie as well. So appreciate you for having me on today, fam. This was a great, fun experience. So
thank you so much for coming and being a part of Pop Politics and Culture with Dymond Studded. Respect the Underground, iKon Radio. You can catch us every Saturday. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Pop Politics and Culture for the latest updates. What's going on with pot? We're smoking marijuana. Politics, because we always like to talk about what's going on in the world, and culture, because we're doing it for the culture. Johnnie B coming through, dropping off her new mixtape, Better Late Than Never.
Check that.